Picture the most beautiful girl you've ever imagined or met in your life. She was a high school sweetheart. Everyone was in love with her. And I needed to get her because that's just who I am. I need the best. So I was working up my courage to talk to her so I can get her on a date. In Morocco, while in high school, even in university, I had this crazy, because I get stressed very easily. When I get stressed, I have pimples. Even now, you can see some fucking pimples.
Like acne.
Yeah. And it was destroying me slowly because, first of all, when I was going to my dad and I was like, Mom, I need to go to the dermatologist. You can give me money. He's like, no, it's not important. You have to be a man. My father was more like this. He's like, who cares? You have to be a man. Accept it.
Because it's not masculine. Like skincare problems, it's not masculine topic.
Yeah, but I love beauty. I needed to look perfect, Okay. And I was fighting with this. And here's the story I'm going to tell you. I don't think I never told this before. Picture the most beautiful girl you've ever imagined or met in your life. She was a high school sweetheart. Everyone was in love with her. And I needed to get her because that's just who I am. I need the best. So I was working up my courage to talk to her so I can get her on a date. And I did. So I managed that she accepted, actually. She's like, yeah, that's cool, let's go. And just like 2 days before the date, my skin completely exploded with acne because of stress, nervousness, etc., etc. And I go to my mom, I was like, Mom, what the fuck? I need something. What? She's like, son, there's nothing you can do. You have to accept it, And
I thought, guys, they don't really concern about such things. It's with me, like TV. It was everything. The skincare was everything.
Right.
But I never imagined that guys has the same problem.
I don't know. I had this. It was just bothering me. It was so bad that I remember this was a very dark, period in my life. It was so bad that I remember I never turned on the light on the bathroom because I just didn't want to look at my face. It was like really bad. And so when I went to pick up the girl for the date, I remember I had this pimple, like it was a huge one. And it's like, Mom, don't pop it, let it, it's not healthy. I was like, no, Mom, look, it's about to fucking explode. And I pick up the girl and I kiss her hello. And this fucking pimple exploded in her face. And
you're not telling me this. Oh my God.
She had blood streaming down her cheek. And I stood there. And I remember almost as if I saw a ghost. And she's like, what's wrong? What is it? Do I look ugly? And I couldn't say anything. I didn't say a word. At some point, she realized, she felt it, and she's like, why do I have blood? And she freaked out, and she just ran away. And I stood there, and that experience completely destroyed my confidence. It shattered my humanity, because every time I would get a pimple, and it was occasional, waves, it would remind me of the story. And that's why I actually was working on myself to learn how to talk to women, to get this confidence. That's actually the source. So when I came to Poland, I get my first salary. I think it was 1,000 zlotys from this intern. And the first thing I did, I went to a dermatologist in Płock. I came, she was a lady, she didn't speak English. And I told her, I have this problem here. And she's like, okay. And she's like, take this. So I take this ordinance. I go to the pharmacy. They give me, I pay, 15 zlotys. And after 2 weeks, my skin completely cleared. And I couldn't believe it. I remember, I wasn't able to shave my face because I had so many pimples. But it was the first time in probably 7 or 8 years that I was able to shave my face and not scratch any pimples. And that felt so liberating, so powerful, that my confidence just shot through the world,
Shout out to Polish doctors.
The Polish dermatologist.
They're the best.
And I was a completely different man from that day. I remember I was in the dormitory standing in front of the mirror, looking at my face that I didn't see for a while because I couldn't look at it. And
was it a moment you thought about yourself, I'm handsome?
that's the moment. I mean, I didn't say it in that way, but I just said, fuck, I could look to girls' eyes now and I can... Because what was bothering me is the people who are talking to you and they're like looking at you and they say like, okay, he has this, he has that. And I could see. And, you know, I have so many stories with acne. I remember I was once in the train. There was this baby in front of me and he was counting the pimples on my face. He was like, you know, 1, 2, and just, you know, these little things.
So with your mind, you were big, and then with your face,
Yeah, exactly.
feeling so
there was this
low esteem,
internal conflict, you know.
Yeah.
And it was destroying me. So I come to Poland, I feel the energy, the awakening. People are loving me. I'm doing this blog thing. Then I go to this Polish doctor. Then he cleared my face. I'm like, man, this is heaven. I'm never moving out from Poland. And so when this company, this startup, they reached out to me, the CEO, Flora, incredible woman, very smart and very, you know, driven. And she's like, you know, we found your story, we love it, and we'd love to have an interview with you. Can we do it? Yeah, of course. Let's schedule a call. Then we do the call. And again, as I was about to flaunt my CV, I'm like, yeah, I did this company, I did this for blah, blah, blah. I said, no, I'm just going to tell her the story. And I tell her the exact same story, the pimple, the explosion. And she's like, well, this is our mission because we want to help people to have this incredible glowing skins. And she showed me the technology and I was mesmerized. I was like, sign me in. I'm in. So I am now the head of brand marketing of this startup. And I am so excited of the technology we're building because it's AI, it's biosensors. It's incredible. I'm going to show it to you. You will love it. And
but you're not a founder anymore.
Well, that's what I said. If you remember our conversation, I said at some point I had to come to not the conclusion, but to make peace with I cannot be number one all the time. I'm good with man number two. She's the CEO and I love it. I don't want to be a CEO anymore because I think I'm not cut for that. I am not that shark, that heartless CEO who just see money everywhere. You know, I love people. I love creativity, beauty, and freedom. And that's what I excel at, you know, branding, marketing. I love doing it. And I'm fine. She's a woman. She's a CEO. And I'm here to help her, you know.
I can feel that the story that you just said, it's about failing and getting up. It's about leaving what you know and exploring you. It's about love for people, and it's about storytelling. You know, I feel storytelling is such a major thing, and we are not appreciating this enough. No matter what you do, it matters how you talk about it, how you describe it to people. You're the salesman, of course. You're the boss of, you know, commerce, e-commerce, whatever. But it's so I know now why you have started this podcast. So is it about storytelling?
Absolutely, 100%. And actually, well, thank you for mentioning this. I am now actually working on a masterclass to teach people how to master the art of storytelling. Because there's two things in life that you need to master if you want to be successful. First, master the storytelling. What is your story? You have to have a story. Second, you have to completely abolish the fear of rejection. If you see a beautiful woman, go talk to her. If you see a beautiful man, go talk to him. What's the worst that can happen? She will say, no, I'm married, I'm this, I'm that. Yeah. That's it. And you're going to just continue
Take your
on.
chance, always.
And that's the problem of people today. They are in social media, they are in their phones, and they don't even want to bother to take risk. If you're not able to take risk, I mean, look at my story. I said, I'm going to go to Poland. I didn't even know where is it in the geographically speaking, but still I had that, I don't care whatever happens, because I said, you know what, the worst that can happen, I will go back to Morocco and do my master degrees and probably work in a bank and make, I don't know, 1K a month, and I'll just die but that's not for me.
You don't, like, you know, you can bet if I make it or I won't make it, but you don't lose anything. It's not a real bet. It's your life, the story is something that it's like a river. It just keeps on flowing, and it doesn't cost you a thing to just try on new things. But I have to ask you, because we've known now your story, backstory. What is your future story then? Where do you see Kamal in 5 to 10 years?
This podcast is actually becoming, it is number one priority right now. I just love meeting people, interviewing them, the subtle nuances and the stories and everything. So I think I would love to take this as far as I can. And so this will go on forever, because the feeling I have is we are creating these mini movies. It's like the episode I did with my ex. It's like nobody has done it before. And when you look at it as a project, imagine me, grandfather Kamal, chilling with his kids, and I was like, look, I was dating this woman. Look at this, how beautiful she is, and how smart she is. And they were like, this is that's powerful. That's powerful storytelling. I mean, we will show them your episode, our episode. I'm like, look at this woman. She's doing this. She went to war, and that's the library we are building. The content is priceless. It doesn't matter if it will work, if it will not. I will do it no matter what. Yeah. And on the other hand, I will make it my life mission to help people still, I think, I still get, to coach people. Some people are very persistent. Actually, they're like, I know you don't do this anymore, but please coach me. I just increase the prices to ridiculous one, but still some they still pay,
okay,
which is good. And I think this is who I am. I'll keep teaching people storytelling, confidence, and everything in between.
So no money-wise, story-wise.
Money, it's not what this is a cliche to say.
It is, but they lost their values, while stories, they only get
exactly
the values.
Craft your story, fear no rejection.
And then go through your photos, your memories.
The nostalgia. Nostalgia is beautiful. And
that I feel that, there is a lot of common things between you and me. How we started, how it got evolved, how it got stuck at some point. And I also believe this might be an inspiring story. I'm sure this is going to be an inspiring story for people who are thinking, what should I do? How to start? Oh, I will not, because I'm afraid of losing. It is a regular thing to fail. And I've told you that I failed so many times that failure is my second.
I have tremendous respect for you. You keep going.
And you just said, I feel like my failures next to your failures are like little nothing. So it's
just a perspective. It's the way how you perceive it.
But you have made so many things. You wrote those books. You've created all the, community of people supporting you. And then this promoting the Moroccan thing. I feel because you're almost 40, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm 20.
I have still a few years to come to catch up on you. So thank you, Kamal,
for
letting me be the host of your show.
Thank you for coming. That's wonderful. There was nobody better than you to do it. So I made sure that it's going to be you. And we're gonna have this as a seasonal or periodic episodes.
Hopefully. Okay, so all the best for you. Thank you for having me, and I hope the next guests will be as interesting as the founder himself.
I put the bar so high.
Jahid, give me 5.
Thank you, guys.
Yay!
Woo! Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Stories are the single most powerful weapon any leader can arm themselves with. They are the currency of humanity. And those who tell inspiring, emotional, powerful stories rule the world. And today, I am super excited to talk to you about storytelling. To put it simple, storytelling changed my life. It allowed me to meet the most incredible people in my life, to raise capital for my startups in Dragon's Den, and simply improve my life as a human being. And today, I would like you to do the same. So I am excited to announce my upcoming masterclass in the art of storytelling. And so if this is something you're interested in, I would love you to join our masterclass. So you can leave your details below and I will be in touch. Thank you so much and see you soon.